West Karbi Longri Labor Union atum pen hamren along kang dangamay kang nipon. Lost Tribe Institute atum Karbi Longri nang humri si Karbi Longri Labor Union atum pen chingki chingpaipon. Pai kunini pai po arni vothalang swalong Bhupen Hazarika Karli arani kachikimudon Japan West Karbi Longri DC pen perang kiamay kang nipon.
Aprangsi Abirta kila rado anapan gardong bajirlo gardong non adaba Abirta long pen samyu jang terangpi non arju ikha Abirtang tompen.
Sai ke chong dara men pen ang tan pen kewang kichi ke biatum thang aron alu abipin pen Karbiang long duk pikan lo. La swalong Karbiatum ta anso se ke claim ke dam dun thek Japan Labor Union aja kong pangtang ponang pupusi hamren subs committee along chingki chethan pon. Lapen West Karbi Longri Labor Union of Han nang chingki ke polote ang tan pen ke bangatum labor amen pen sai klem long li lupusi mai phu manaf kram sa pen pachini pon. West Karbi Longri Labor Union hamren subs committee along arpugimi chepek pon si hamren along ta intang kring pen keng kam chejor pon pupusi kaching vai along cheparai pon. Bangso jai mekalong West Karbi Longri Labor Union Central Committee mai phu manaf kram sa kongchun bang Dipanjali Amsi Office Secretary Pinky Patorpi lapen hamren subs committee mai phu Robertson Teron Kongchun bang Mohen Singh Terangatum chetongton hamren pen Raikombe Karbi Longri Abirta
Pini ladak West Karbi Long ladak hamren branch committee lo nilitum la labor union lasi pini ladak nilitum central committee pen banglo lasi ilitum non ke bangji kedeng poneng dolo lasi labor union pulo telitum kedamtang anikan surini rain ko anikan ben si dengpon bom bang bom lo lasi non ladak hamren long si tome pinian purun pli soselo dak nili la lang litum branch committee pen aje tongpan banglo lasi hamren branch committee si tame non ingtang bom lo lasi ilitum ke claim poning asayan si tame hamren angkang pan kapachari ponji pan president secretary dolo lada lasi ilitum akeme akaman ke claim ponji pan labor protection labor problem abang ke ilitum abang deng ponang po laso pansi pini ladak tumphana che tongphan banglo lasi non akeme akam anta ke claim ponji bang ke ilitum makenang sorlo athe ilitum ke damtang an sitame labor union bangke ilitum bangke ladak West Karbi Long mate ilitum la Karbi Long sitame labor kachicini ne do peglang ke damtang hodge lasinon ke ilitum Karbi Long ara sitame chini bomlo la posilitum ke claim poning asa yang dengan tame non ke bangji arni pen bangke ilitum deng ponang po la so pansi pini ladak hamran branch committee tum hansi tame daito pikang lo lasi un an pen akeme an asai pen ilitum ke claim ponji pansi matha ponang po lalo lasi ilitum bangke akeme hamran branch committee tum si tame akeme theklong si alang litum pini aro netum phanang hang thulo ke labor union pen bangke la angtan pen ke bang la bangke nilitum la kachongdat amen pen ke bang atum hangsi nitum labor protection dopo athe labor problem bangke la illegal mane kachong hu pen ke bang dupik ladak ke damtang ahu do bangke ahem phu kawe ajone si lang chari don bangdelo lasi la bangsu kapalang chari ji phansi ladak hamran branch along si tame pathik ponlo lasi lahai misri lapen labor angtan pen bango ladak chongda da phan bango lasi lasu ladak wanglong le bangli wanglong si tame misri bangke ilitum ladak ta ke thek tum kom lang aposi labor bangke ke khang eji phansi non ke bang jiar ni pen dengpon po lasi ilitum labor union pen jong si kaching wayabe pulote kam si tame ing hapona kokpo lapen kapaklem long leji phansi bori pona kokpo
President pen gaduwe alaman ta than etlo lasinilin bangke ke pudun uya lama velo lasinon e prang mangke laso ateng pen sinil tum dak hamren branch pen ta chipatir pi ponang po pen unan ke bori pon po pusi gaduwe phanta pachini pon lo kardo
Karbi Longri Labor Union atum kabor ipon along the Mikir Research Society atum cherap dunsi the Lost Tribe Institute atum aphan Karbi Longri along anang ki humri aphan kachuning ripon ateng pensi the Lost Tribe Institute atum benta kedam tang phai kuni ni phai hini arni dipu an nang palilo Lapen Karbi Anglong Labor Union atum penta The Lost Tribe Institute atumapan ingthum arni pongsi man kedo Karbia poho pen archu pongsi kisung ke boy kedo analamta chingki chingbai ponlo. The Lost Tribe Institute atum American Australia lapen Switzerland pensi wangring tilo.
Iconic selfie point here in Dipu, which is in Karbi Anglong. Anglong just means hills, right?
Yeah.
It just means hills, and so it's not very known that here in Assam, everyone thinks about Assam being flat and plainy, but they actually do have a lot of hills here in Assam.
Yeah.
And so when you have hills, you also have hill tribes, and so there's a rich culture here of hill tribes. They have their own food, they have their own way of life. It's very unique. So make sure you come and see the Karbi Anglong district and all of the beautiful Karbi people that we have here, because you're going to have the most rich, unique experience while you travel.
Thank you, sir, so much for his demonstrations of our tribes, especially the Mikir tribes we resided formerly here. Likewise, we Karbi Anglong, the small province of 15 square kilometers, is to be upgraded the labor and the tourism department in autonomous council as well. Now we are going to listen to the good comment from our Switzerland sir, again for the landscapes and the tribe and the cultures for our people here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You know, I think there's a lot to offer here. We've only been here for a few hours and we've already seen and talked about so much among the Mikir and the Karbi Anglong. And it's fascinating to see. We came through the jungles, we saw the wildlife, we're now in the city, we've seen some of the culture, had some of the food, went to our friend's house, sat down in a typical Mikir Karbi home. It's really very, very special. I want to talk to you about what I think would be a huge draw to tourism in this area. We've seen that all over the world there are people who believe in scripture, often called the Bible in the Western world, known among many of the tribes here, it's the lost book. We can talk about Abrahamic faiths. So when we talk about Abrahamic faiths, we're thinking of Judaism and Christianity and Islam and many, many other faiths like that look back to Abraham as the father. And the good book, which I think is the Lo Kitab of the Mikir people, talks about Abraham's children being as many as the stars of heaven and as much as the sand of the seashore. And what I have seen as I've worked and talked with the Mikir Research Society is that there are people who want to learn about your culture all over the world. And if you can promote this, if you can show this, if you can give us a place where we can come and see your culture, your rich culture, your ancient culture, and the way it connects to this book that is loved all over the world, that I love in one part of the world, other people love in another part of the world. If people could come and see that, I think that would be a huge draw. I lived in Kyrgyzstan for a while and I wrote about the similarities between the ancient Israelites and the Kyrgyz. I actually believe the Kyrgyz are from one of the lost tribes of Israel, and I believe the Karbi and Mikir people are too. And I wrote about that, and then I left. People in Israel and other parts of the world read what I wrote, and they came to Kyrgyzstan to try to find some of those ancient traces. But it's not just the writing. You'd also need something with the tourist minister that would organize something that people could come to and find those similarities and make those connections. So that's my push for all of you. I think that you've got a lot to offer here, and I hope that can be developed.
Thank you, sir, so much for his suggestive measures about the cultures and the heritage that we love so much and entangled in the art as the level of the art itself from the civilizations of our human beings. Now,
I've been in India for the first time for 1 week, and I've seen such beautiful country and met such beautiful people. And I think one of the draw cards for me here is to see the variety of cultures and see how different people express how they live, what they believe, what they hold as valuable and precious. And to see that expressed in so many different ways is just an amazing opportunity. But I think another important part of doing that is to show the different ways that we connect together, how we're related together, how we can have some commonality. And being another part of the Lost Tribes of Israel is a way to show that as a global community that there is still people here recognizing who they are within their own culture and being proud and honoring that.
Thank you so much from Australian auntie. So she also described about the similarities between the tribes studies and the similarities of our culture, heritage and exchange.
The Lost Tribe Institute tumaphan karchu ponpen kaching vai pon ahut Karbi Labor Union founder Vidya Singh Rongpi Maipu Chandra Rongpi Bidisar Peter Tisu Pachethang Chunbang Rai Singh Milik laben Karbi Labor Union klembang pubang phiatum chetongdun.
Questions about the food cultures and the habit that we eat all the time.
Yes, so I'm from Mizoram, but I also live in Australia. So for me, it's this is my first time, and it's very interesting because we came through a road, and then there was like elephants. We saw elephants. We didn't see the actual elephants, but we saw elephants poo on the street and stuff. So that means it's very you guys take care of your nature, and and it's a very beautiful hill. And I think in India it's such a diverse, it's such a diverse country, and it would be great for tourism here because Karbi people, I have noticed, are so generous with everything, like gifting us all their attires, and they're very proud of their culture and their woven, products and everything. And I think that kind of generosity and that kind of in tune with nature, that would be something very interesting for people to see. And also the food, it's like really fresh ingredients, and these days everybody cares about that kind of unique healthy food. So I think I can see a lot of my friends coming here, and we're very excited.
India angkang pipen kachethang klong alun sepo karditang Bhupen Hazarika phan kachikimudun cha phan disipen pherang kya mai kangni. Apor ke chengpon jilaki ada porphai kep lapen bangsuri ke thombak amuluk nang kachetu duncha phansi disipen tuning report. Lapen aju lunka namalin setami duponji. Labangso ameyalong bothalangso MLA Rupsing Teron tanang chetong dunji pusi pachinipon. Lapen non nang keleji ni phai trok si abangki school along tin along ta assembly along Vande Mataram alun lunpo nang jipusi pachinipon. Hamren pen Raikombe Karbi Longri Abirta.
Our legendary icon Dr. Sudhakanta Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. So we are going to celebrate it in Bothalangsu centrally, and on that day we are expecting that more than 3,000 participants, they would be assembled, and we are going to make a human scene there as for the program. And this particular program is basically based on with a theme song of our legendary icon Manuhe Manuhor Babe, and this song would be almost sung by all the participants whosoever would be there, not only students but by all the participants we are inviting on that day. And the central program is to be graced by our honorable MLA Bothalangsu, Sri Rupsing Terangsu, and in presence of other invited guests and invited speakers and distinguished guests from different walks of life, they will be all joining. At the same time, we are marking 20 such institutes from where the students will be there, along with Samsung Singh Inti College students. Apart from that, we are going to have some other participants as well locally from Bothalangsu. And this is the program, and this should be a program starting from 11 onwards, and it will be a 1 hour program initially, and later on in the evening with the Cultural Association of Bothalangsu as well as ISOP NGO, we are going to have a different program, because since Bothalangsu is having a statue of our legendary icon Dr. Bhupen Hazarika, so where illumination of light with floral tribute we are going to offer, and followed by a musical sort of night on that day at the same time by different singers locally and from other areas. So that's the for which actually we thought that we should have a briefing to the media, and today you have all come, and thank you for that. At the same time, on 7th, basically we are having another program, that is Vande Mataram, which is supposed to be participated by all schools during their morning assembly. They are going to sing Vande Mataram in their respective schools. At the same time, our offices would be they are just calling their all officials to attend this function, and we are going to have a program here in a conference hall as well, where all of you are supposed to be invited today at the same, and you please attend this program, and where we are going to all sing Vande Mataram on that day, and it will be continued for almost a year together up to 26, as we have been given to know right now. Today after VC actually we have come to know. Apart from that, we are going to have Padajatra, that is Lukanayak, this Vallabhbhai Patel, Sardar Patel 150th anniversary, and that is we have scheduled on 14th of November this month, and it will be started from Soyali, and we are going to have almost around 2,000 participants along with us at the same time. Even the PRIs are also joining along with our district police. They are also going to join for this unity march on 14th we have scheduled, and Honorable Guardian Minister Nandita Galusa ma'am is participating on that particular Padajatra, that is march, as ma'am has consented that she is going to grace the occasion as chief guest. Thank you.
Pinya Abirta Lansi Kangton Lo Kardom.